Yes, it is the Honda Amaze here with me. I am Siddhartha Nayak Patnankar. Why do we have this car? Well, I remember when it first launched, I did say that, look, it may not end up selling as many units as the Maruti Suzuki Swift Desire, but the Honda Amaze is definitely the most proportionate, the best designed subcompact sedan in our market. That, folks, has changed because now it's not the Amaze that's any longer the best looker or the most proportionate. It's that car. The Ford Figo Aspire is now here. It is now challenging all the segment benchmarks, and so of course we thought, why not put it to the test with this car?
Yes, the Ford Figo Aspire has sure rattled the competition as it drove in earlier this month. The car is attractively priced, it looks very sexy and is well loaded feature-wise. The Amaze was all those things, but a while ago. It remains a big hit for Honda, who really understood the consumer's requirements with this car in particular and delivered on it. The Amaze is smart, proportionate and reasonably well built. The interiors have got some stick for being plasticky, but it still has a fresh palette and the car's higher variants are well spec'd. The Figo Aspire is easily the best proportioned sub 4 meter car. It draws on the Ford Global Family look, which many say is inspired from the Aston Martin design language. So there's a bold and large front grille, equally large headlamps and a clear stress on making the car look well finished and rich in material terms. Inside too it's the same, with better looking plastics and colours than the rivals. Equipment wise too, the car is packed to the gills. The Figo Aspire has Ford's Sync voice command system that pairs your phone to the car and can even call for emergency services in the event of an accident. It also has dual airbag standard and the top variant has 6. Thoroughly impressive. The Amaze and Figo Aspire offer automatic transmission options but only on the petrol. The Ford gearbox is more sophisticated though, but we are driving the diesels today, which account for a majority of the sales. Honda has proved itself with its first indigenous diesel engine for India. The ID Tech is very efficient and manages to hold its own in the marketplace. The Figo Aspire borrows its many engine options from the EcoSport. The outgoing Figo hatch in India also has the same lineup, but this one's been upgraded.
The engine doesn't have a clattery nature at all like most of the rivals do, and especially the Amaze. It's got a nice rumble to it. That's pretty much all you're picking up from it and gives you a sense of confidence when you're driving, which is great. Now, the other thing that I really liked is how well the transmission has been mated to this engine, because it's got a nice notchy feel to it, which makes the car feel a lot sportier than it really is. And all of that gets helped and coupled by the fact that the ride and handling is sporty, which is again unlike most of the rivals. The only downside, if I want to call it that, is that you're of course conscious of how light this car is, but then in this segment it needs to be fuel efficient as well, remember. So that's pretty much the chink in its armor that I'm finding that I can really talk about. Now, the good thing about the Honda ID Tech engine is that it has a nice agile feel to it. There isn't a sense of lag that you get from this engine, and that's really reassuring when you're driving it. The gearbox feels good too. It's just that really distractingly loud noise from the engine that's a big put-off for the Amaze. Besides that, the seat comfort is quite nice too, and so basically what I'm trying to say is that the Amaze still has a fair amount that it manages to hold on to.
And finally, let's compare prices. The Amaze is the pricier one by comparison, and that was intentional by Honda in positioning terms when it was just a Swift Desire to deal with. But with other entrants coming in that picture, it makes the Honda pricing very premium indeed. The Figo Aspire is almost the cheapest on the entry variant, and it manages to look like great value on sticker price. Add to that the new benchmarks that it sets in terms of style, substance and systems, and the car looks formidable indeed.
after the Swift Desire, really you had every rival coming in trying to better that car. So first you had the Amaze, and we were very, very appreciative of the product. You then had the Tata Zest, and of course before that you also had the Hyundai Accent coming in. All these cars have tried to better what the last one did. I have to say, Ford has nailed it.
And so there you have it, folks. Let's crown a new king in this segment. The Ford Figo Aspire is the winner and now the class leader according to us.